The great water civilization that flowed from the earliest stages of history until today. It is the place where the Ottoman Principality became a state following victory over the Byzantines after the Bafyas battle in Yalova in 1302. It is the town of Atatürk, the founder of the Turkish Republic. It is a place where the most beautiful shades of green and blue meet, from the fertility of its earth to its flowing waters teeming with life, the rose-scented, friendly city of Yalova. It is written in the Ottoman archives found in 1530 that Yalova was named Yalakabad. Also, Katip Çelebi used the names of Yalakabad and Yalova in the 17th century. Atatürk placed a note in a study about Turkish history while working in Yalova on the 17th of August 1931 and referred to the town as Yalova, so that the name was registered. The Bithynians, who ruled the eastern Marmara Sea, reclaimed the Yalova region to their lands in the 7th century BC. Yalova and its surroundings came under Roman rule in 74 BC, and it was within the borders of the Byzantine Empire in AD 395. From Phrygians to Byzantians, many different nations settled in the Yalova region until it was captured by the Ottoman state, and thereafter became a land of the Turks forever. Greek troops occupied Yalova after World War I, and the city showed a tremendous resistance against the enemy. And during Turkey's independence war, Yalova was saved on the 19th of July 1921. On the 2nd of June 1929, Yalova became a district of Istanbul by a decree issued by Atatürk. In the official gazette, which was published on June 6, 1995, Yalova became a city with a statutory decree of number 550. Besides its central district, Altınova, Armutlu, Çiftliköy, Çınarcık, and Termal are the other districts of Yalova. Yalova is one of Turkey's newest cities. It is also the smallest one with 847 square kilometers surface area. It was built on the north coast of the Armutlu Peninsula and the northern foothills of the Samanlı Mountains. The Marmara Sea is to the north and west, Kocaeli is to the east, and Bursa and the Gulf of Gemlik are to the south of Yalova. The nearest neighboring city by sea is Istanbul. Yalova is a water civilization. All traces of the old civilizations and the historical buildings, including religious buildings, are somewhat related with water. The Black Church in Çiftliköy district of Yalova is one of the oldest ruins of historical water-related structures and was built in the Roman period. It has been presumed that it was originally built as a Roman water cistern and later turned into a church in the Byzantine period. Apart from the underground water sources, there are many brooks and rivers such as Samanlı Dere and Yalak Dere, with their springs up in the Samanlı Mountains. They flow into the Marmara Sea. These two natural monumental rivers crown the water civilization and murmur to their visitors throughout the summer and the winter. Nacakla Brook creates a wonderful 30-meter high waterfall in Sudüşen, very close to Yalova, where it welcomes its visitors all year round. Another of Yalova's waterfalls is the Erikli or Çifte waterfall. This double waterfall is located in the Kent forest, and it resembles a cover picture that shows the natural beauty of Yalova. The Dipsiz Lake is another of Yalova's natural wonders. It is one of the two crater lakes in the Delmece Plateau. Gökçedam Lake is also located in Termal district. The southern section of Yalova is surrounded by the Samanlı Mountains. The peak of these mountains is the Beşpınar, and it is 926 meters high from sea level. The lowlands, usually located alongside the rivers, the Taşköprü, Samanlı, and Kadıköy plains have highly rich and productive soils. The most popular plateaus of Yalova are located south of the Teşvikiye and Kocadere villages, and they are called the Delmece and Erikli Plains. The flora of Yalova consists of maki and forests. Trees such as beech, oak, hornbeam, chestnut, and linden are usually found in the forest area. Yalova is a net domestic migrant receiver. The population in 2011 was 206,535. The immigration of Caucasians during the Independence War and the influx of people from all over Turkey during the Republic period presents Yalova with its unique and varied cultural structure. In Yalova, there are many non-governmental organizations that are playing a leading role in the cultural and artistic life of the city through their promotion of fine arts, theater, music, folk dance, etc. in Yalova. There has been an upsurge of interest in traditional Turkish handcrafts in the last few years. Our traditional handicrafts, such as marbling, have found a new breath of life through the works of voluntary artists, such as Suna Selma Kocel in Yalova. The literacy rate of the adult population of Yalova is over 95%. The level of education in Yalova is above the national average for Turkey. This is an indicator of a well-developed social and cultural structure of Yalova. Yalova also ranks in the top 3 cities of Turkey in terms of gross national income per capita. It is no coincidence that paper, the raw material of education, was first produced by hand in a paper factory established in Yalova in 1745 by Ibrahim Muteferrika. Even today, the paper industry retains its importance in Yalova, utilizing state-of-the-art technology. Yalova is an important hub, connecting Europe and Istanbul with the Aegean and Mediterranean areas. It is possible to reach central Anatolia, the Aegean and the Mediterranean regions using the Yalova-Bursa highway. Also, the Yalova-Kocaeli highway connection provides a route to Istanbul and the Black Sea area. At the intersection of all these roads, the Yalova bus station greets and bids farewell to travelers from and to all destinations, near or far. There are regular and express sea bus services from Yalova to Istanbul and from Armutlu to Istanbul. Also, there are regular ferries from Yalova to Yenikapı and Pendik, and a car ferry which carries vehicles and passengers from Topçular to Eskihisar. 5.5 million people annually travel to Yalova by ferry. Yalova will soon become an important point on the biggest motorway project ever begun, which will reduce the journey time between Istanbul and Izmir to 3.5 hours. It will take only 6 minutes to reach Yalova from Istanbul via the Izmit Gulf Bridge. A 300-boat capacity marina built in the Yalova city center is now in service, and it will be a great asset to the region's tourism industry. In Yalova, a green transport project is now underway. The cycling route will start from the marina area and will traverse all the coastal sides and as well as many other sites in the city. With a coastline of 110 kilometers, Yalova has one of the longest coastal lines in Turkey. There are unbeatable picturesque beaches between Çınarcık and Armutlu, where summer tourism has always been at its peak for many years. It was none other than Atatürk, the founder of the Turkish Republic, who recognized the natural beauty of Yalova and its potential for tourism. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk traveled from Istanbul to Yalova on the Ertuğrul boat for the first time and arrived in Yalova on the 19th of August 1929 at 4 p.m. That visit changed Yalova's destiny. He continued to make efforts till the end of his life to make the region a more developed, livable, and modern place. During a trip to Yalova on the 21st of August 1929, Ataturk was impressed by the magnificent sight of a plane tree which had grown by the shore and requested that a mansion be built right next to it. This mansion is not only famous for Ataturk's retreat from time to time, but is also notable for an incident that occurred in 1930. In that year, one of the branches of the tree penetrated the roof of the mansion. Instead of cutting this branch, Ataturk had the mansion moved 5 meters to the east by installing rails under it. Since then, the mansion has become known as the Walking Mansion to the public. It still stands there, next to the historical plane tree. These two symbols are synonymous with Ataturk's love of nature and the city of Yalova. Yalova Open Air Museum is the place where historical artifacts that are identified with Yalova are stored. The museum opened on the 29th of October 2003, and there are honor stones, graveyard monuments, columns, column heads, and tombs belonging to Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman periods. There are many artifacts in Yalova from the Ottomans, as Yalova was the originating point of a route where the Ottomans started their journey as a tribe and became the world's ruling empire. The most important work among all is the Hersekzade Ahmet Pasha Mosque and its annex, built in 1508 on the order of Hersekzade Ahmet Pasha. Rustem Pasha Mosque and its associated complex of buildings are situated in the center of Yalova, and they were designed by Rustem Pasha, who was the Grand Vizier and son-in-law of Süleyman the Magnificent. Hacı Ali Mosque, which is located in the center of Armutlu district, consisted of houses with wooden handmade workmanship going back to the Orhan Gazi period. Armutlu is a hidden heaven of Yalova, with the reflection of unique Turkish architecture, historical fountains, and baths. The first private tree shelter of Turkey, called the Karaca Arboretum, was established in 2004 by Hayrettin Karaca and is an endowed institution gifted to Yalova. The Karaca Arboretum is a center for the cultivation of trees and other varieties of ligneous plants from all over the world, providing suitable environment for regeneration and spreading of species, and most importantly, contributing to the individual awareness for protection. In recent years, organic agriculture in Yalova has improved. The Yalova Organic Agriculture Project is currently operating throughout the Yalova area. Olives, strawberries, cranberries, cherries, pears, and honey are all produced on 500 hectares of land. Yalova is a carnival city with its various types of flowers. Cut flowers, indoor and decorative plants, garden plants, and trees. Decorative plants with bulbs and rootstocks. All 4 types of decorative plant production is carried out in Yalova, and 25% of Turkey's total cut flower demand is met by Yalova. Greenhouse products and indoor plants represent a high proportion of the total agricultural income. Carpet weaving, like horticulture, is also a cultural skill, where the knots are shaped with happiness and sorrow in the hands of the people of Yalova. The handmade silk carpets produced in the village looms are popular items in domestic and international markets. The Caucasian, Black Sea, and Balkan ethnicities and the cultural structure of Yalova are also reflected in the rich food culture of Yalova, which caters to the many different gastronomical tastes. This cultural structure often creates a festive atmosphere, embracing all ethnic groups in the streets of Yalova. Local and international folk dance teams bring their own music, folk dances to Yalova, in colorful attire. However, both in and outside of Turkey, whenever the name of Yalova is mentioned, the first thing that comes to mind is the thermal springs. Yalova is the tourism center that has delivered health to people for thousands of years, from Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman times to the present. Kurşunlu Bath in Yalova was built by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian and repaired by the Ottoman Sultan Abdülhamid II. The Valide Bath, built in the period of the Byzantine Emperor Constantine, is said to have cured the Valide Sultan, who was the mother of Ottoman Sultan Abdülmecid. It tells the 1,000-year-old story of the thermal springs to its visitors. You can never forget the healthy foot water that runs through it and its arch veiled in steam. Drinking the water can cure stomach and gallbladder ailments. These natural remedies may only be found in these waters. Atatürk had a close interest in Yalova and its thermal springs, where he was known to make important decisions on great issues while resting there. The presidential palace in which Atatürk stayed is one of the most important buildings in Yalova. This is where he made the effort to give a world city status to Yalova by hosting local and international visitors and introducing the city and its facilities to them. The thermal is 12 kilometers from Yalova and surrounded by ancient plane trees. These trees line the beautiful Çınarlı Hıyaban, the main access route to the thermal. Yalova, the city that Atatürk called my city, is the youngest, most dynamic and beautiful city in Turkey. It will continue to grow and move forward with strong strides along the path laid down by Atatürk. Yalova is a world full of surprises. Its history and culture, the natural beauty of its sea, beaches and thermal springs, its organic agriculture and modern social cultural structure, all await your discovery.